Welcome to Bose Keynotes. I'm John Policcio from Bose Automotive, and today's discussion is about vision, specifically the long-range vision for Bose Corporation and some of the exciting new ways Bose is representing itself with an epic refresh of our brand. I'm thrilled to be joined today by Bose's Chief Executive Officer, Lila Snyder, and our Chief Marketing Officer, Jim Malika. So Lila, Jim, thank you both so much for being here.
Thanks, John. Glad to be here.
Thank you, John.
So Lila, we've heard from a number of our automotive partners that one of the things that they really like about Bose is that we continue to invest in categories and listening experiences that matter to end users and that put audio first. So can you tell us a little bit about where Bose is going from here and some of the categories where Bose wants to stake its claim as a world-class player?
Happy to. I am always glad to talk about the Bose long-range vision. We've done a lot of work on it and really wanted to focus on what's great about Bose. And I think that's what we get so excited about when we talk about the vision. It really has four components, all centered around the customer, right? So we're really focused on how do we create the best experiences for consumers. And so we put them right at the center of the vision so we can always be thinking about them as we think about the other elements. But four areas. First one, not surprisingly, is innovation. We're a technology company. We've always been an innovation company, and that hasn't changed, and that won't change. When we think about innovation, though, what we've done is we've really focused our research on three core areas. We call them our technology franchises. The first one is about noise removal. So before you can have any great audio experience, you want to remove all those unwanted noise. And Bose has been known for that for many, many years. And we think there's a tremendous amount of upside and more research to be done in that area. The second, of course, is a great, immersive, lifelike audio experience, just like the artist intended you to hear it. We think that's best presented on a noise floor that's low, so noise removal first, build great audio on top of that. And then the third franchise, which is newer and a little bit more nuanced, is about hearing what you want. There are many situations where there are sounds you do want to hear, you just don't want to hear all of them. And so how do we create, using machine learning and AI, new experiences where we draw out those best sounds that you want to hear and take away the ones that are the most irritating or frustrating or distracting?
And I think the great thing about all three of those franchises, right, is that they're applicable everywhere, whether it's a pair of headphones or a Bluetooth speaker or in the automotive.
That's exactly right. And that leads then into our product component of our vision, the second one, which is really about a focus on consumer audio. And you mentioned it. That's what our OEM partners really think of us for and really depend on us for. And so we've got laser focus on consumer audio in three spaces, just as you said. In the home, right, where we're creating a dynamic experience in your living environment. In your car, so when you're moving in your car, we want to make sure that's an absolutely stellar experience. And then on the go, which is kind of our term for any kind of wearable product that takes you between the home, the car, and any other destination you may want to go to. So those three areas of consumer audio really speak to our history, but also our future and what we think the possibilities are. And we want to focus on, as we always have, having the best products in each of those three consumer audio domains, because that's what we know our OEM partners, for example, count on us for. It's what our consumers count on us for. And so we're really focused there. And it's exciting to see what the team is developing at the intersection of those technology franchises and those focus areas around consumer audio. The third piece of the vision is partnerships. We've been in the partnership business for over 40 years. If you think about our partnerships with our automotive OEM partners, we've been at that business for a very long time. What we think, though, is there's a lot of opportunity for a new form of partnership for Bose in two dimensions, really. One is where we can do more partnering for technology that we can bring into our products and experiences to make those better for the consumer. Being a little bit more open to other technology that we can bring in, whether that's to the car or the home or on the go. The second is taking our great technology around those three franchises and putting that into other people's products. So the early example of that is the hearing aid. We partnered with a company called Lexi Hearing, where we've taken our amazing technology and helped bring that to a hearing aid that they're now bringing to the market from a commercial sense. It helps us stay focused on what we're great at, leverages partners to do what they're particularly good at. And we're excited about the opportunity and the potential in the partnership space.
And I know that there's a couple of other keynote segments where we've talked about some of the partnerships that we're working on in automotive, both on the experience creation side as well as on the delivery side. So definitely make sure you tune into those for a little more information.
That's right. There's a lot of exciting partnerships going on within automotive and beyond, and I'm glad those are part of the segments that you're exposing everyone to. And then the final piece of the long-range vision is the brand, and I'm going to let Jim talk about that, but really the brand is about re-embracing sound as our superpower at Bose, recognizing that that is what is great and distinctive and special about us, and bringing that to the market and bringing that to life in just new and exciting ways that I think people haven't seen from Bose, or at least not for a very long time.
So, Jim, maybe you could go a little deeper there. What are we doing with the Bose brand to make it resonate with end users, whether they're end users that are buying products for themselves or end users that are listening to Bose sound systems in their cars?
Yeah, happy to talk about this, and I could spend all day. One of the incredible elements of my job is it's a bit of a back to the future, where we're taking, for those of us that grew up with the Bose brand and its heritage and legacy around incredible sound experiences, and we're just re-articulating and refocusing it now for all of the diverse listening occasions that any consumer has out there, as you mentioned, whether it's through a movie night at home, whether it's on the go with their headphones or in the car. We have an entire company that is solely dedicated on these incredible transformative sound experiences. And we don't treat it as an afterthought or a side hustle or an accessory. We have thousands of employees that have dedicated their life to music, coming in and coming up with these incredible immersive experiences. And so what's exciting for us is how we then bring that to life at all of these consumer touch points that we talked about. And it's really the manifestation of the long-range vision at these consumer touch points, whether it's on our website or in a store with our resellers, or it's in the car as they're driving to work, or whether they're watching a movie or experiencing onboarding with a new product or customer service. At every single one of those touch points, we're really infusing this thoughtful sound as a superpower, where the passionate music fan understands that these products were created by passionate music fans for their everyday experiences. And we hope that then DNA is woven through our new sponsorships. So things that we're doing with incredibly innovative, thoughtful artists, musicians like Charlie Puth, Ty Verdes, the Gorillas, super innovative, incredible artists that help us explain and show the emotion behind what we do is incredibly important. So that's the exciting part the journey that we're on right now.
It's really interesting just listening to the way that you guys describe this, right? We're taking products and features and experiences and the brand and really wrapping it together into this holistic whole that's going to really compel people for whom audio is the most important thing, right? To choose Bose first.
And what I love about it actually is it's such an inclusive and diverse target, right? Because music lovers come in all varieties. They're all over the globe. Every possible type of person, you'll find people who love music. And it's really fun to target such a diverse consumer set. It's certainly making it fun and picking partnerships, because music is not just one thing. It's something different to each individual, and creating that emotional connection is really fun to watch.
And so I think with a couple of minutes left, there's one area that I'm hoping you can touch on. I think you said a little bit about it in the discussion about some of the products and experiences earlier in the segment, but obviously there would be use cases where someone buys a pair of Bose wearables or a Bose Bluetooth speaker or something, and then they also have a Bose equipped vehicle. Because we have such a leadership position in both of those areas, I'm curious about whether there are opportunities for collaboration between the consumer electronics part of Bose and the automotive part of Bose to really be able to bring those kinds of experiences together for end users.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad you asked. This idea of better together, how do we make our products and experiences better when you put them together, is something that's really central to our long-range vision as part of that product area. It's probably a place we haven't spent as much or focused on as much in the past that we're really starting to look at today. And I think one of the things driving that is just how ubiquitous wearables are, right? You probably recognize that in your own behavior. You certainly see it if you walk around any city street or even the grocery store these days. You see someone with a wearable.
Or every family car, right? There's people in the front.
Or your living room. Depends on whether you have teenagers like I do. And so the idea that wearable stuck in your ear or over your ears, not that helpful in an automotive context because of safety. But when you can transition to an open ear environment, right? We've been investing for years in open ear audio technology, and that's really starting to come to market now. And as it does, it opens up a lot of possibilities when you bring that wearable into the car. So it could be that you're using that near field audio to augment the further afield audio that's happening in your installed audio system that's already tremendous, but you just completely transform that experience. Take it to the next level. Could be around safety and navigation prompts, which only the driver needs to hear. The rest of the passengers don't necessarily need to hear. Could be about how we just make your life a little bit better every day, and a little bit more seamless as you go from being on the go to in your car to back on the go to back in your car. How do we help you connect better, whether it's through a phone call or through the audio system, so that you're a little bit more seamless in those transitions, just to make your life easier? We think there are a lot of really exciting possibilities here, and I think we're only starting to scratch the surface.
And that goes all the way back to the technology franchises that you mentioned, right? The ability to hear what you want, immersive audio, removal of noise. We can do that in a number of different ways that may involve wearables or cars or some combination of both.
That's right. And when you combine the two, you usually get a better outcome. If you just use one or the other, you get a good result. What we're finding is as you combine the wearable and the automotive system that's installed, you can augment all of those experiences. And that's where we get really excited.
Yeah, no, that's terrific. It's obvious that we've just scratched the surface, as you said, about all the amazing work that's going on at Bose in terms of brand transformation and new products, new experiences, and as you've just heard articulated, this really compelling vision for the future. So Jim, Lila, anything you'd like to leave us with today?
Yeah, I'd just like to add that, music is a deep passion point for many people. And it is very personal and can create incredibly compelling emotional experiences. And for us, we take that very seriously, and we create these incredible, indelible memories for people by creating these listening occasions, listening moments. And I think it's just really exciting as we continue to hone in on innovation and delivering these exceptional, transformational experiences. And I think it's a great time to partner with us to help create venues for these moments to occur.
Great. Definitely a palpable sense of excitement around here. Lila, anything you'd like to leave us with?
Jim summarized it well. It's an exciting time to be at Bose, and I think an exciting time to partner with Bose.
All right. Well, Lila, Jim, thank you both very much for being here today. Thank all of you for watching. I'm John Policcio, and we'll see you next time on Bose Keynotes.